Thank you, everybody. Thank you all those fellow inventors too, by the way. You guys all got some good stuff. I've been working on this for quite a while now, and finally this year I came up with the ultimate alive biometric. And unfortunately I can't go into total detail on how it works because it's so easy and I don't want anybody getting a leg up on me, but I can go into some of the detail on how it works. And if you guys have any questions, I'll do the best I can to answer them for you. But essentially, we're starting out with an app for the cell phone. It'll completely lock anybody out of the cell phone. They won't be able to falsify this by putting an image in front of your retina, your iris scanner. Samsung comes out in 8 days now with a iris scanning technology that is backed up with a fingerprint. That still can be falsified, fooled. This cannot. And when you guys see it soon, because it'll be out on the market hopefully before the end of the year, you'll see how easy it is, and you won't believe that no one had ever thought about it before. So the biggest problem is that mobile phones, devices are small, easy, portable, lightweight, easy to lose or have stolen. Physical access to the mobile device equals game over. Best antivirus software, useless. Malicious person with a physical access can get into it and take whatever information they want out of it. Circumventing the password or lock is trivial for any of those that are familiar with the technology. We're putting in encrypted, unencrypted data can be accessed, bank accounts, credit cards, iPay, Samsung Pay, medical records. All this can be stolen numerous ways on data servers, tablets, computers. I'm sure all of you guys all are well familiar with the situation going on today in this world. This solves all of them across the board completely. Problem today is dead iris scanners. You can recreate an iris code laid over an artificial or synthetic eye, fools the scanners. High-res images printed onto a contact lens will fool the iris scanner, and you'll have the heat behind it as well, so that'll fool it. Criminals with high-resolution images can spoof the iris scanner. So really, the iris scanners are coming out with now are just going to be another dead biometric that's not very good, but with what I've done to it, solves the problem. So this goes into the technology that Samsung just released a couple days ago on how they're doing it, and they have the best, they claim to have the best iris scanner for a mobile device, and mine goes in sync with it. This again is how their system works. It has an iris scanner camera, an IR LED, which also has an ambient light source because you have to have both. This is how they detect and authenticate. What we're doing is we're using their iris scanner. We may use it to start with, but looks like we'll be using the standard video camera to implement our system. It'll be the world's first and only true iris biometric access. And last year I was up here talking about multiple biometrics. This does away really with having to have anything more than just this, and it's very simple. You just put it up in front of your eye, it checks it out, does it simultaneously with the technology, boom, done. And iris scanners are 99% accurate. With this here, it's still that same accuracy, except there's no way to fool it. Here you can see the operations. You got the iris scan, then you have a pupil scan, and that's about as much as I can tell you on how it works at this point in time. I'd love to tell you all about it. But again, I don't want anybody getting a leg up on me. I want to develop the app and start collecting a little money, because I've been busting my butt on this for 15 years now without a dime. And it's not much fun working for no money. So anyhow, summary, live biometrics provide the user identification solutions that include measurements unique to the individual. Our services include the measurement of passive, active, and alive biometric data to be controlled distribution of identifying credentials. We emphasize the decentralization and fragmentation of everybody's biometric data. And I briefly said this to those that were here last year on how important it is that everybody's biometric signature gets fragmented. Working on a system now that every one of us will carry around a percentage of the data on us, so that if they do hack into the multiple servers, they will not be able to get our complete identification, period. Another thing that's very important is that this technology, our biometrics belong to us, every individual. They don't belong to the feds, they don't belong to Google, they don't belong to Apple, they don't belong to anybody but ours. Individuals, period. Until this technology comes out, I recommend that nobody gives their biometric signatures to anybody, period. I don't care who asks you, don't give it to them. Maybe a fingerprint, because who gives a hoot about that anymore? But when it comes to your iris, do not give it. Don't put your iris on the video or online anywhere, because then again, you're allowing it to be compromised. Whoops, I went too far. Oh well. I have my core patent covers the Alive biometric, and I filed another patent this February that covers the new technology in which I just referred, and soon you guys will know what it is. But anyway, there's a bunch of people in the room here that have seen what I have, and they're all, wow, and can't believe no one thought of that before. It's essentially an involuntary response our body has. But anyway, here's the intellectual property milestones. Our revenue model, we're going to give away a free month service upon signing up with a year contract. Looking at doing it for $20 a month for the first month free. For those that sign up for a 3-year period, we'll give it to them for $10. 200,000 users times $20 equals almost $4 million a month. First year projections at $47 million. All investors who put in will get a free lifetime service. And this here is very important. Those who would give up their essential liberty for temporary security deserve to neither have liberty or security. And one of our founding fathers, Benjamin Franklin, made that quote very well known. True ID, this is what I came up with. The only company with the patented and patent pending technologies providing both the highest level of security and privacy. And the last thing here is my motto is, as long been said, the eyes are the windows to the soul. It'll now be said that the eyes are the keys to privacy and security. So.